you're watching Ndtv Hindu.
Roasted beans, when grounded and brewed, creates one of the world's most popular beverages, coffee. A drink that is as diverse as the people drinking it. From cappuccino to latte to cold coffee and more. As coffee grew in popularity, so did coffee shops.
The history of the Indian coffee house is very interesting. The Britishers started an India coffee house in the year 1940, but they later shut this down due to a change in policy. Now it was then that communist leader A.K. Gopalan took up the task, redid the network and started an Indian coffee house. The first branch was opened in Delhi in 1957 and by 58 they had about 400 branches all over India. And of course it goes without saying that these coffee houses were a breeding ground for nationalist activities. Well, in those days, a lot did happen over coffee.
Connections, coffee and more. That is what the popular coffee shop in Adyar, High on Caffeine, is all about. The cafe is located inside an automobile showroom and that kind of explains the motto theme around which this place is designed. Walls with popular car brand names, familiar scenes from Chennai roads and an entire side painted to look like a garage.
We wanted to get into this hospitality business, and when we thought of different types of restaurant, we suddenly something came up to our mind is this coffee shop with sports cafe, where this is an international concept where it's not very common in Chennai. So we wanted to bring it up as one of the few people who started it earlier. So yeah, we got this, and since it is associated with Maya Motors, which is also our entity, we wanted to do this in a car garage feel. So that's the reason we got this interior here, where we have few icons of Chennai also portrayed in the walls, and we got this painting done by Mr. Tota Dharni.
This does look like a great place, but with all these games, it is the last place you should come to if you're on a date. But at the same time, if you like a cup of coffee and would love to play pool, then call your buddies and come right to High on Caffeine.
Apart from the usual lattes and the cappuccinos, the menu has other bolder coffee options. Like the Queen Bee, which is coffee with honey, Spice Girls, which is coffee with spices, and the Vanilla Espresso.
I've tried the Vanilla Espresso before and I must tell you it doesn't sit light. So I will just wait until a little later. For now I have the mud. It looks like mud, feels like mud, thankfully doesn't taste like mud. This is of course a coffee-based beverage and it has choco chips and chocolate cookies. Just amazing.
HOC has a vast area, but I can't say the same about their table sizes. They are so small that placing anything more than 2 plates can be a hassle.
I'm not on a liquid diet and I don't think I can survive on just coffee. Also, the entire point of coming to a cafe like this, apart from having interesting conversations, is to try out their munchies. And that's what I'm going to do.
I asked for the spicy French fries and the corn on toast, 2 very popular dishes here.
Now the French fries are very spicy but not crispy. That's because it's been tossed in the masala after it's been fried. And the corn on toast. Now the corn on toast has a mild flavor of tomato, but then it has loads and loads of cheese. And they have used white bread. I would have preferred brown because that would take away the guilt of having those extra cheese.
I have a lot of time to kill and this is a great place to be in. I can plunk on one of these beanbags and watch the match, or attempt to play a game of pool in between bites.
High on Caffeine is a pretty good place to hang out with friends, and I know they have a couple of pool tables and a couple of foosball tables and also a PlayStation system, and the food here is really good. I heard it's pretty affordable and also really yummy, and it's a really nice place to unwind after work. It's a really good place.
The burgers at High on Caffeine are quite a hit with the young crowd, but I always feel that the pastas are much better.
One reason is that an Alfredo pasta is a less messy affair than a cheesy, saucy burger. And of course, this is far more filling.
Interesting combos are also available at High on Caffeine. From choice of burger to fries and cola, to half hour of foosball or pool with popcorn and tea, the choice is definitely varied. Coffee and snacks for two will cost close to ₹400.
Remember I said I'd have the vanilla espresso as my grand finale? Now is the time.
A steaming hot cup of espresso topped with cold, molten vanilla ice cream. Now this is something.
It is neither too cold nor too hot, but at the same time it is a bit of both. And if I am to explain what I feel like when I'm drinking this, then I've just one thing to say. It's giving me a high. I'm high on caffeine.